So let's get to know each other a bit first. Tell us a little about yourself, about Modibodi, how you started, how you got into this, and we'll go from there.
Modibodi is essentially period underwear. It's a brand that was established in 2013 by a woman named Christy Chong. She developed a certain technology, and this technology is actually integrated into the lining of completely regular underwear, made from excellent fabrics like bamboo, cotton, lycra, and various types. And basically, within this lining, there are several layers of a kind of fabric cocktail that can absorb liquids and odors. I see you're smiling. It really speaks to you. This product is exactly for you. And it essentially eliminates the need for women and girls to use pads and tampons, all the hassle of disposables. Hundreds of thousands of pairs of underwear have already been sold. They are sold in the Superfarm network in all its branches. It's also a business that is both e-commerce and retail.
And really, your language, if I connect for a moment to customer service, your language is something like a main and important part of the process. So tell us for a moment what Modibodi's customer service looks like.
No, you're touching on a very, very significant point. Those who contact customer service, utmost delicacy. First of all, it's an intimate product. Women often feel discreet about this thing, even to the level of, say, the courier when he brings it to them. And it says Modibodi on it. There's not today, but in the past, there were women who it scared them or made them anxious that it was he knew they had underwear. So yes, utmost delicacy, utmost softness, and utmost professionalism, because there's a lot of education to be done here.
It's also a very personal service, meaning they really come and consult what suits me. I'm really with the personal characteristics of each one, right?
Exactly, yes. Each one has her preferences. There are a million things. And our customer service, it's they dig and research and take a lot of cases that have already happened and draw conclusions from them. Over the years, a department has been built here in a very, very meticulous way. Because you work with them. Because look, in the end, it's a crazy selling point for Modibodi compared to the competitors. There are studies today that show that 59% of customers say they would return to buy from a brand because of good customer service more than price.
Yes.
This prioritization, I know I'm getting a response, I know it's a good response, that they see me and address me properly.
Yes, that there's someone on the other side. And also with you, many of the initial sales go through customer service. They come and...
I find it hard to measure this right now. I don't have the numbers, but there's definitely a lot of consultation. Yes, because women who come to this for the first time have questions, first of all, about the size. What's my size? Because these are period panties. I know my size in regular panties, but period panties, there's a moment here. Will it be thicker? Will it be thinner? How will I feel? Will it feel like a diaper? Will it not? All sorts of questions that come up. So first in this area. Secondly, the concern about how to take care of them. Yes, what do I do with the laundry? And these are standard questions that come up in classic Q&A sessions. And it's very, very important. And indeed, women come to consult a lot before buying. As this category becomes more and more known, then of course it decreases a bit, right?
Yes. Regarding AI and automation in customer service, what have you tried in the past?
So I'll say this. First of all, this is where you come into the picture. We know each other, I think, 21. Actually, when we went on Shopify and we had all sorts of things and we connected with you as a partner and we started working with you. And I remember, I don't know if even then we had some kind of button bot, as you like to call it, the cursed button bot. And when I see it, I get this feeling in my body. Oh, what is this? What site have I reached now? Because what is this button bot? And I felt it already from last year. I see us again before we were retail. We were really guerrilla, like a small business, knowing how to move fast, knowing how to make changes. And I really went and set myself a project. And I said, there's no way for Modibodi. There's no bot. AI, that's at the level of a conversation and not now press here, press, wait, press here, and then press here. And you didn't get a response and you leave frustrated from the site. So no matter how many things I tried, and I can say, as I told you before, as we talked before, our service department is very, very significant and we don't want to harm it. So we don't want to bring in AI that accidentally speaks in a masculine language, that accidentally doesn't pay attention and can insert offensive words. It's by definition, it's clear to us that there's no chance of that happening. And even there, we'll have operators with all kinds of applications we've tried. The moment I handed it over to Ronnie, happy and in good spirits, Ronnie started working with it. And then she told me, look, and this returns like this, and they don't solve it for me. And what will we do, etc. Now, at the next level, it was important to me that it could really, I could look at the data and say, okay, this reduces for me such and such tickets, and it reduces a significant percentage of inquiries. For it to be able to do this, it will need integration with Shopify at a good level. It will need integration with the inventory management system. It will need integration with Help Me, Klaviyo, and Flashy. It doesn't matter. Email marketing platforms, one
of the requirements.
Yes. Now, why does it need all these things? If she wants to remove, he enters the speech system to remove. And if she wants her information, he needs to go check if it's in stock, right? Right. If she wants, help me, give me something else.
If she wants, I don't know what, to know which, to search for underwear or to bring her the exact product, or she wants to know what she ordered 4 years ago in the previous order.
Please goes to the order, all these things. These were my minimum requirements. So I was very disappointed with that. And I have to say that in the middle of the year, I was like banging my head against the wall. From my experience, I want professionals who understand their field the best and who are constantly improving their product and who care about their product all day long. And then I get the best quality possible for the product I need. And I'm willing to pay for the subscription for the peace of mind it gives me.
Why not just hire more people? Why not bring in more team members? What
is this question? Well, let's look at the P&L and talk about why. Like why? Because people are social security. Like I don't need social security for AI. No, that's not the only reason. It's really because AI, in the end, look, we'll soon look at the feedback we're getting. Even if there's a representative, even if not, even if I have representatives for free, okay? Like people for free without insurance, they're paying me, okay? For them to work for me. It's really nice. I love people, and it's not like, heaven forbid, don't get me wrong, I don't like working with people. I really love working with people. I'm a limited writer. One person can have one conversation. One bot can have endless conversations at the same time. There are so many advantages. So again, the speed of response, of course, the reaction is immediate, and the quality of the response is that it surveys the site, and we obviously need to constantly improve its answers and check that it really responds properly. And we get feedback. You know, like we hold our heads, people write to us, wait, is this really a bot? Are you sure this is AI? Because it's so amazing and it responds so beautifully. And like, please read feedback we've received. It's really, really exciting to see this. It's so fun and it's joyful because, wow, this is the world. Like, this is where we are. So it's both joyful and we didn't have to put in the effort. And I really believe that in the end, it brings us more sales because first of all, response times, they've shortened today. You know, we can't wait for a page to load anymore. We can't wait for anything. You know, if you wait, that's it. You have no competitors. I have no patience. What do you mean they don't answer me? What is this thing anyway?
It's like, I'm not sure if it's AI or a bot, but if it's AI, how amazing.
The most amazing I've met? Yes, no, totally. And I really want to give huge feedback to Ronnie and to Adi who work on this together, constantly improving it. And it's a lot of availability from you because it's really, really, really like that's what this expectation is.
And what were you worried about when you came to introduce AI into the service?
First of all, as I said, I got burned because I saw cases where it responds in masculine instead of feminine. That's not acceptable to us. The Hebrew, first of all, the Hebrew and the language and the choice of words and the punctuation and this, like no way. And what else were the concerns? I don't know. I was very, very enthusiastic. I'll tell you what the concerns were. I have an amazing manager who manages the service. I trust her opinion on many things.
Yes.
And if she tells me, listen, it doesn't pass, then I don't. That's my concern, that she'll say it doesn't pass.
Because there are all kinds of generic solutions that you supposedly implement in 5 minutes, but it doesn't work for you alone, and you need to spend hours like fine-tuning it, and you become a chatbot agency.
Exactly. And I'll say that when she met you, she knows you. I don't know if she knows me, but when she met you, she immediately understood there's someone to work with. Like there are solutions, there's this, and you wish for you that. And for others to work with you, yes, I think that today there is a borrower. I saw some. But to characterize it in the essence of the need to properly define the needs, to bring solutions, to bring integrations, that's what I experience. Yes.
Thank you. So really, in your experience, like with us, let's talk about it a bit more in depth. What was different compared to the solutions that are Shopify apps?
For the need, we simply brought them problems and they didn't solve them. That's the whole difference. We brought problems. They didn't solve them. I put it on the table and I say, first of all, availability. First of all, the ability to get a response, the knowledge that you are going to get a response to your problems. They didn't ignore you. That's the first thing. And the second thing, you simply came prepared for this. Again, you come with the background of Zendesk and familiarity with this world. You have been researching all the fields of AI for some time and brought various MVP solutions. I really didn't go into depth. I don't follow on LinkedIn, sorry. And I know your professionalism, and when you get into something, you do it. I didn't know her, but it's really evident that she is attentive, considerate, solves problems. And really, even at the beginning, Ronnie was still like, she was enthusiastic, she believed, but we were skeptical. Yes, but solutions arrived for our problems. Yes.
And let's talk for a second about the fact that with this, there's an issue with the bots that you kind of always need to supervise them. What's your feeling here in terms of your level of confidence now, a few months after the responses? How do you see it now?
So look, before the conversation, we talked about the fact that you also need to talk to Ronnie, because I have a service manager that I kind of trust with my eyes closed, because she lives and breathes it. And it's like, I know from her that in, I don't know how long, the first month or more, she kind of went over all his conversations. She spent countless hours reading every conversation he had. In my opinion, we're already lowering the level of control because we really trust him and see that most of the issues have been addressed. I was just talking yesterday with a friend, and she was looking for a size, and she told about a terrible experience she had at a shoe store where she was looking for her size, and she talked to this bot, which was a button bot, and didn't give her any response, and she just left. Yes. Then I said to her, come see. We started talking to him, and he just answered every question and asked her the questions he needed to know in order to provide her with answers. Yes, it was really great.
How does customer service really look today after you've implemented it, and is it working as you wanted?
Currently, half of our inquiries, in my opinion, are resolved by him, which means a representative. Instead of asking for a representative, I ask for some subscription and I get a response, no less, if not better than a representative. Yes. As I said, in my dream, he would know how to do sports at a deeper level, and I really think it can get there. I believe it's on its way there. Yes.
It's a process.
But on a basic level. And again, beyond the basic, where is my shipment, what's in stock, what's not in stock, like all sorts of integrations and things that a representative would do. And it wasn't easy for her, forever. And now it's questions and just going to Open Clavio and now removing, really all these tedious things that there's no point in a person doing, right?
There are all sorts of questions, like I didn't succeed, I didn't get the newsletter coupon minutes. How does he manage?
It really?
He sent coupon minutes, which only work on her first purchase, and she's registered, she's signed up, love it. So now there are all sorts of things like that that really would take only, or I don't remember what I ordered 4 years ago if I want to see the, wow.
It would take forever for a representative now. Yes. I don't know, to look for her to enter Shopify, and sometimes, so she gives a phone number, and the phone number isn't with 972, but you need to add a plus, and I don't know, all sorts of
Another email, all sorts of
nonsense like that. Yes.
Do you see anything different in terms of feelings and strengths? How they manage day to day? So
again, we're talking now, it's November, so the number of tickets has obviously increased significantly. In the past, I can say again, in the past we had double. Right now it's a manager and a representative, right? And the service manager, who is also the care manager, so she has multiple roles and other tasks besides service. Of course, in November, she dedicates herself mainly to service. I just see how things that look from the customer's perspective, it's better because she gets a response even at 10 at night and a quick response, and she finishes and makes a purchase, and it's there's no comparison really. And again, these are things that don't require a person. So why? Now remind me what the question was.
the feeling,
The feeling in the team. So I think first of all, the fact that it exists, and it first of all provides peace of mind that someone is handling all these things that are not just pointless tasks for me. Yes. Because even if she's dealing with a difficult customer, and then comes a customer okay, log into Shopify, process my order and this and that, and then she has a million questions we saw, there are, yes, long conversations. It's exhausting.
right?
So if you add the complaints about exhaustion, then in this area, I think it has improved a lot. The joy from these feedbacks we're getting, the pride we feel that we defined it correctly, together with you, of course, it's a wonderful feeling. Yes. And I want today it's 50. I want 70, 80. Let's go.
So how does it affect the customers?
We saw it in the feedbacks. Come on, read some feedback. Do you have any on hand? Do you
have any on hand? Oh, it's really, look.
At the camera? Actually, yes, there's some here.
On hand from yesterday. It's worth mentioning that your virtual representative is so helpful and reliable that I was sure I was talking to a real person.
Yes and no, but another one came because it's a great example. Yes. There are cases like in the past, before the super fam, let's say, would come from Modin, from Be'er Sheva, from Carmiel.
To you.
From all over the country, they would just come to us. We were up to it, and they would bring their kids with them because it was a crazy emergency. Or tomorrow I have a flight. Or I'm I have a vacation here. I forgot to step. I don't know what. My daughter is going for the weekend here. In short, as a kid cases, now she writes at 9 at night. And with a button bot, okay, maybe it would have helped her and maybe it wouldn't have. But maybe she would have lost her composure and gone to someone else for help because she's stressed now. She needs to deal with this problem.
Now the owner, she needs.
So she's the owner and the girl suddenly got it. And what would she do? Not go into the water for a week? I'm on vacation. So she goes and writes to Modibodi, and right away they tell her, oh, sure, go to Super Farm Big, this. You have these branches on these and those streets by
For her. So she also consults her about the size.
consults her about the size, covers all the bases for her, and she's over the moon. Yes. And this can be at 9 in the evening because I don't have a representative at 9 in the evening. It's
Yes, there are also many like these where we see a representative like this where everyone is already very conditioned. I need to breathe.
and then she tells her, okay, I'm transferring, I can't.
Let me help you before I transfer.
And we've seen many cases where she helps them, yes, and they're happy.
And it's resolved. And this happens on Saturday evening, and like she won't get an answer now. Let's say, how did you see the success of this, and how do you summarize this move, like in Modibodi, in terms of the impact on the business?
I set a goal for myself as a CEO who also deals with the technological developments on our side. 2 goals for this year, but the most important to me was the AI bot. Like I told you, I was freaking out like that. We're still with a button bot, and I was in deep research, and I went to various solutions and didn't find, and it didn't pass Ronnie, my service manager. And it was like I woke up every morning with where is this solution? At the beginning of the year, we announced with a button bot, it disturbed my peace, so to speak. I didn't understand why can't we create the suitable solution that fits us in language, that fits us in this? And first of all, the moment we have it, it gives an advantage unequivocally, and we can't afford it. And it embarrasses me on a level. Like I'll say at the beginning of this year that there was a button bot. It embarrassed me because I saw bots that work well in other places, and it drove me crazy that we don't have it. So first of all, having it and that we love it and are satisfied with it is for me one of the great achievements of the year for me. And I want to believe that, yes, there I see it progressing and progressing and progressing. I personally also,
You were wonderful, Modibodi. It was a pleasure. Thank you very, very much.
thank you, and do continue to develop this product. And on Vibe, many people will understand that it's worth working with you specifically. Also because really, there are plenty of suppliers and I've already experienced various situations. So I can say, I testify that these are top level people, and you are really focused on this product and you believe you have something good in hand. And I believe too. And that's why you're so committed to it and doing a great job.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.